Dalton, how exciting is this for you? Back at 7 at your home ground in a Bledisloe test against the Wallabies.
Yeah, it's pretty special, especially to have this guy next to me. I've been through a lot of games with him, so now looking forward to it, especially at home. So all the family's going to be there, so it's got to rip in.
What sort of edge do you expect the Wallabies to come with this week, I suppose, given the manner in which that game finished in Melbourne?
Yeah, they're always a quality side, and I think, test match footy, you're always going to get the best out of every team. So we prepare like, you're going to get the best out of the team you're playing that week. So, we're not leaving any stone unturned. We're training hard, and we're doing our homework and or getting our detail in. So we've just got to keep doing that and expect to get the best Aussie team out there.
Akira, how are you approaching the battle for the 6 jerseys? Between yourself and Shannon and Scott Barrett come through there, is this a big chance for you?
Yeah, it's always special getting a start in. But those boys are playing well as well, so you can't be mad at the coaches for that. But just got to take my opportunities this week and make sure that that I give my best for the team and do my job. So yeah.
What's so special about playing on Eden Park?
Bit of a fortress for the All Blacks. Everywhere in New Zealand where we play, it's a home stadium. So we want to make sure that we put in a good performance for our fans and family and friends, obviously. But we want to make sure that we don't leave anything up to chance. So we'll be ready for this week.
As a kid though, you'd always, growing up not far from it.
Yeah, Eden Park was the one. Yeah, just down the road. Same home, but it's pretty special this week. So yeah.
Dalton, what's the mood amongst players at Darcy Swain getting 6 weeks?
To be honest, I don't really want to talk about that. Just want to talk about how we're wishing our brother Quinn speedy recovery. That's a tough injury to get, and we've all seen messages to him get around him, but I think he got that 6 weeks, and now it's up to the board and all that to do all that. So it's said and been done. So we've just got to carry on now and I look forward.
Is Quinn around the group still, or is he off to rehab?
I think he's off to rehab.
Dalton, you obviously had a lot to do with Roger Tuivasa-Sheck during the Super Rugby season and into All Blacks now as well. He gets another opportunity off the bench. What have you seen from him from maybe February to now?
He's a pretty good stepper. A bit to work on, but we'll help him get through that. But he's just grown massively. When he came into the environment, the way he just conducts himself around other people, and he just came in. Those sort of players, you think they have that status there, and coming in, he was just a sponge. He was asking questions, soaking up all the game plan, the knowledge of what we had to give and share, and he's just been awesome. And now he's at the stage where he's helping us out with things, with his ideas and with his pointers to get us better. So it's just been awesome to see his journey, from when he came in to now. Like he's a pretty good athlete. So, yeah.
And you might be able to answer this in that the All Blacks captain plays in the same position as you, so you've had to bide your time a little bit. Have you seen in him any sense of frustration that he hasn't had more opportunities in the black jersey? Roger,
yeah.
sorry, yes.
Oh yeah. I think his character is always team first, and I think it's been awesome to see how he controls himself. From coming the league and the rugby, and how he's always been starting, but also coming into this environment and not dropping his lip. He's been really putting his best foot forward, and when if the team gets named and he's not in it, we sort of have a culture in this team where if your name's not in it, you still got a second job to do, and it's to get the boys prepared for the game, because it's just not the 23, it's the whole team that matters. So he's been good in that area.
The last few months have been a massive challenge for this team. What have you learned being in and around this team the last 3 months?
What have you learned? I think just we've been so used to an All Black culture, and team where we just win, and we just keep doing it. But we've had our struggles this year, and I think it's it's sort of been, well, personally for me, a blessing in disguise because it's something new for a lot of, you know, a lot of new All Blacks, you know, young guys coming in, and also for all of New Zealand. You know, we're not used to it, so I think it's sort of us finding our feet again, with a lot of new blood coming in, and you know, some boys getting more opportunities that you know they sort of on the fringes. So I think it's more of a wake up call. You know, this is Test footy. This is the best of the best, and you know you can't leave any stone unturned, training wise. And you know you got to nail your 1 and 2%ers off field, leading into games, and that's where it all matters. So I think it's been a good, you know, learning curve for us coming into this week.
It means every week, every test, every training run.
Yeah, 100%.
Does it make this test more important? I mean, I know the Rugby Championship's on the line, but closing this chapter and then looking ahead to the end of year tour, does it give this test a bit of extra importance for you guys?
I think it does, but also saying that I think test match footy is, like I said just before, it's the best of the best, and you know you're gonna get, you know, every team playing quality footy for 80 plus minutes. So you know we've just got to hold ourselves accountable, and coming into this game we know how important it is, you know, just to close this chapter. But it's not really closing a chapter. It's more of us growing as a team. You know, like I've said, you know, we've had a pretty bumpy season so far, but you know, like I said, this every game is a big game for us. So.
Akira, a lot said about the Wallabies trio and the impact they had on last week's game, particularly Samu and Valentini. This trio that you front with, it's a new one. Yourself, Dalton, and Artie. How flip that? I mean, what do you see as your strengths as a trio, and how can you impact the game as a group? Sorry, tough one, mate.
Yeah, go easy on him, isn't it?
No, you know, they're a good loose trio, those Aussies, and you know, we're just, you know, Artie's coming back in, me and Dalt's back in the starting lineup, so we just got to do our job. We can't go out there, you know, thinking that we're gonna, you know, try to do something better than them, but we just have to do our job within the team, and you know, if those magic moments happen, then you know they happen. But you know, we're all about the team first, and you know, just trying to play well.
Do you feel a kind of a fast, you know, mobile game suits you guys as a group?
Yeah, but then we don't mind, you know, running up the guts as well. So it goes both ways. Like I said, those magic moments will happen, and you know, hopefully we're on the good side of those. So yeah.
Artie's been playing really well this year. What does it mean to get Kim back? I know you lose Sam, you lose Scott, but to get someone like Artie back who's been in such great form for this team.
Yeah, Artie's a special player. Everyone knows that, and you know, he's probably, you know, the best player for our team going around. So you know, we just got to help him out. You know, do what we can, do our job. So then, you know, he can be out on the wing, stepping everyone, gassing off the wingers and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, we just have to do our job, and then, like I said, those moments will happen, you know, with Artie and even this guy sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a here and there, but yeah, just looking forward to, you know, what we can do on Saturday night. So yeah.
This is the first Bledisloe test in a while that Wallabies fans have been able to come to. Will that make a difference, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so, but you know, it's home for us, so I'm guessing that there'll be more All Black supporters than there is Wallabies, so that's all that matters.
You better be.
Yeah, hope so.